So this is our inside cage. We just have it set up like this. It's actually just a baby playpen that hasn't been used for years. We have the birthday setup happening here, and it's a good size for them. We had to upgrade from we had not a hamster cage, but it was used for a guinea pig. So we used to use that, but then they grew up. So we have 2 cages outside. So in a chicken cage, it's good to have water and food, and you can also put toys in there. So here we have some kind of just plants that they like to play with, and it's good to have a heat lamp. We have it up here so that it can be used. Chickens really like perches, so we got this one at a thrift store. It's just a shoe rack, and they can just sit on there like Sunny was. And this is just a rod that they like to sit on. And this is also a shoe rack that we got, that we thrifted. And they really like to sit on the end here. One of the things that we added was a little ramp. It's covered in poo, but it's good for the Silky, since she's so small. Back there. This is the second cage we have. This is the guinea pig cage I was talking about. It's just a nice cage that they can dust bath in the dust. And we have like some branches, toys. This is the plant that we use for the toys inside to hang from the top. And this is what we use to transfer all of the chickens. So we always have one chicken that sits on top. Today it was Sunny. And then inside of this box are all of the rest of the chickens. So they're all in there. You can see the little beaks that want to come out. And I'm gonna bring them to the back soon. And they're all in there. See, they all fit, but they can get out, so we have to be really careful. And we don't hurt them when we bring them in. We don't hurt them at all. This is our outside chicken coop. It's just a cage, and there's a little chicken coop at the back there that was maybe used for bunnies before, but we have it now. And it's just a dog cage, 2 of them together. And then over here, it's just a little door, and it works perfectly for them. So if I bring them in, they love it in here. It's where they stay most of the day. It's the evening right now, so that's why they were inside. And then bring the box in. So we'll hop out. We like it in here. You can actually see the remnants of the birthday cake. They didn't really like it, like they'll peck at it, but they don't want to eat it. They always stand off right when they get in. The 2 chickens that stand off the most are Sunny, that's the brown one right there, and Blossom, the gray one right there. We think those 2 are probably roosters. And they don't jump out here, which is really weird. You'd think they would, but they don't. So, inside of the cage, we have lots of things that they like. We have 2 perches, one here, and one right over here. Inside of here, which we keep closed when we're not using it so that animals don't get in. Food. It's kind of empty right now. And it's just some water. We take the water and we put it there when we're out. I'm just gonna leave this open for them. And then they just explore. They have some fleas. We put this in here a couple days ago. It used to be covered in dirt, but they picked it all off. They like it. They peck at it. And during the day, they just like to sunbathe and sit. They play, they do this. Challenging. Yeah. So for the inside cage, the one that we keep inside the playpen, we actually have like a tarp on the bottom so that we can easily carry all of the bedding out. We just use wood shavings, and it's pretty easy to clean up. And then we put all those other things on top. Oh, we clean the cage every 2 to 3 days. It matters how long they're outside for, because if they're outside, we don't have to clean the inside cage as much since they poo out here. Like, you can see all the poo on the ground. And we have to hose this area down. We have to hose this area down every once in a while so that poo soaks into the ground. I don't know what we're going to do with all of these eggs. So if you ever own chickens, it's a good idea to have somewhere they can stretch their wings outside, because they need to stretch their wings. Like, they need to do stuff, and it's good for them to eat the bugs, eat the grass, all that stuff. They need some air, they need sunlight, and they like to play around. They like to stand off, especially Sunny and Blossom, like I said earlier. So with this cage, you have to be really careful that the chickens can't get out. So Hazel, our Silky, she's the one in the middle there, she is the smallest, so she can get out if she's scared. But the thing is, since she isn't usually scared, she'll just hang around her chickens. And that actually happened one time when Rose, that one there, she escaped through the spot right there was open, so she just got out. And she didn't run away. She didn't leave. She just hung out with the chickens outside the cage because she didn't know how to get back in. But yeah, that you should just know that about chickens. Chickens like to stay together. So now I'm gonna bring them inside with the bin I was talking about earlier, and you'll just be able to see how it works. Like, it isn't that hard, but you have to know how to do it. Here's the bin. You have to close it every time you get a new chicken. Now that I've gotten them all in there, I can just take the last chicken, Hazel, the Silky, just keep her on top, and I'll just carry this in. This is where the chickens are going after we have them, so it's a horse stall at a barn, but it has everything that we needed before. So there's the perch, and then you also see the spot for dust bathing, and the food, and the water, and the little separate cage that they can have for themselves. And we also have a second stall, which is for the older chickens. They can't go together straight away because they're not used to each other yet. But you can see that it has everything the other one had, like all the things they need. Those are the chickens right there. You can see there is the perch, and to the left of this picture you see some of the food on the ground. And in this picture here you see the heat lamp, a spot for them to sit. There's the water, you can see the top of the food, and here is a homemade cat tree that the chickens can go in and out of, and they're like climbing and sitting on top of.